Welcome to Ping 24 Updates, your daily dose of top global news. Subscribe and hit the bell to stay updated. The turquoise waters of Ayungin Shoal are tense, a beautiful yet contested expanse where geopolitical tensions simmer beneath the surface. Another Philippine supply run, another looming confrontation, a routine that has become a symbol of resistance and resilience. A battered Filipino vessel races toward the BRP Sierra Madre, a grounded warship, an enduring symbol of Philippine sovereignty, standing firm against the tides of aggression. Suddenly, Chinese Coast Guard ships and swarms of blue-hulled militia vessels close in, horns blaring, water cannons ready, a show of force meant to intimidate and deter. The Filipino crew braces as jets of seawater slam into their boat, a clear message: turn back or suffer the consequences, a stark reminder of the stakes at play. This is not open warfare but a campaign of intimidation designed to wear down the Philippines' resolve, a psychological battle fought on the high seas. Yet, every successful resupply is a small victory, a testament to Filipino defiance, a beacon of hope and determination in the face of adversity. Today, something new is on the horizon: sturdier, modern fishing boats flying the Philippine flag, observing and documenting the encounter, a new chapter in maritime strategy. These are not ordinary fishermen. They are the vanguard of a new national strategy, a grassroots movement evolving into a formidable force. The Philippines is formalizing its own maritime militia, a grassroots movement turned defense policy, a bold step towards asserting its rights and protecting its waters. No longer will the nation simply endure harassment. It is preparing to push back, to stand its ground with courage and unity. Not with warships, but with the resilience and unity of its people, a collective effort that speaks volumes about national pride and determination. The world watches, aware that each confrontation could spark a wider conflict, a delicate balance of power and diplomacy on the global stage. But for the Philippines, this is about more than territory. It's about dignity and survival, a fight for the future and the soul of a nation. The dawn of the maritime militia signals a new era of defiance, a new chapter in the ongoing struggle for sovereignty and self-determination. China's gray zone tactics in the West Philippine Sea are relentless, hostile, but just below the threshold of war. The China Coast Guard, backed by swarms of maritime militia, harasses Filipino fishermen, rams boats, and blocks access to traditional fishing grounds. These are not random acts, they're coordinated moves to establish de facto control. The Chinese maritime militia, disguised as civilian vessels, muddies the waters, literally and diplomatically. Responding with force risks escalation. Ignoring them cedes ground. It's a psychological campaign, aiming to exhaust the Philippines into submission. But the Philippines now recognizes that only an unconventional, asymmetric response can counter this creeping invasion. The answer? Meet China's little blue men with a people's shield of their own. The Philippine government is taking bold steps to empower its fishermen, recognizing their vital role not just in the nation's economy, but also in its security and sovereignty. These everyday citizens are being transformed into the nation's eyes and ears at sea, watching over the country's vast maritime territory. This initiative isn't about arming civilians or turning them into soldiers. Instead, it's about organizing, training, and equipping them with the tools and knowledge to safely document and report incidents of Chinese harassment or illegal activities in Philippine waters. By operating in coordinated groups, these volunteer fishermen maintain a strong Filipino presence in contested waters, making it much harder for China to single out and intimidate individuals or small crews. Modern technology, like smartphones, GPS, and real-time reporting apps, transforms every fishing boat into a mobile surveillance platform, capable of quickly sharing crucial information with authorities and fellow fishermen. The government is backing these efforts by providing fuel subsidies, new equipment, and upgraded boats, ensuring that fishermen can both defend their rights and continue to earn a living for their families. This program is more than just a defense strategy. It's also a socio-economic initiative, deeply rooted in the Filipino spirit of bayanihan, or communal unity and cooperation. Importantly, the civilian maritime militia is strictly defensive, unarmed, and non-escalatory, focused on peaceful resistance and documentation rather than confrontation. Their true strength lies in their numbers, their constant presence, and their ability to gather and share information quickly and effectively. Through this innovative approach, the Philippines is transforming from a nation of victims into a nation of empowered defenders, standing proud and united in the face of external threats. The world is watching and helping. The United States, Japan, and Australia see the Philippine Maritime Militia as a smart, asymmetric response to China's aggression. Support comes in the form of intelligence, training, and technology. Japan and Australia offer patrol vessels, surveillance systems, and expertise in organizing civilian forces. Joint exercises and shared best practices build trust and interoperability. This coalition sends a clear message: the Philippines is not alone. Backed by allies, the Maritime Militia becomes part of a broader international effort to defend maritime freedom. The stakes are painfully real for Filipinos. Chinese blockades have devastated fishing communities, forcing families into poverty and food insecurity. Energy exploration is paralyzed, stifling economic growth, and leaving the nation dependent on costly imports. The environmental toll is catastrophic. Coral reefs buried, fish stocks depleted, and marine ecosystems destroyed by reckless island building and giant clam harvesting. This is not just about territory, it's about survival. The Maritime Militia is a direct response to economic strangulation and ecological ruin. It's a fight to protect food, jobs, and the nation's natural heritage. Passive endurance is no longer an option. The Philippines must act to secure its future. Turning the Maritime Militia from concept to reality is a massive task. Recruitment starts with fishermen who know the risks and the waters best. Training focuses on surveillance, documentation, and safety, not combat. The Coast Guard leads instruction in evidence gathering, communication, and de-escalation. Upgrading the fishing fleet is key. New, sturdier boats serve both livelihood and defense. These vessels are equipped for fishing and for real-time reporting, making every trip a patrol. The militia is integrated into a national network, relaying information to the Coast Guard and Navy. When a threat appears, the response is swift and coordinated. This synergy creates a resilient, multi-layered defense at sea. The Philippines is learning from Vietnam, which has long used a state-backed maritime militia to counter China. Vietnam's model strong government support, formal integration, and dual-purpose vessels that fish and defend. Militia members receive training, subsidies, and national recognition. Their boats are built for both livelihood and security, making the force sustainable. Most importantly, Vietnam has fostered deep patriotism among its coastal communities. The Philippines aims to replicate this spirit: resilience, pride, and everyday vigilance. By following Vietnam's blueprint, the Philippines can build a sustainable, effective militia for the long haul. Success in maritime security depends on seamless cooperation, not just within the government, but also with trusted allies around the world. It's about building bridges, sharing information, and acting as one unified force to address complex challenges at sea. The Coast Guard, Navy, and Bureau of Fisheries form the core of this effort, each agency bringing its own expertise and clear responsibilities. Together, they create a strong, coordinated front to protect the nation's waters. Advanced technology ties everything together. A centralized operations center now fuses real-time data from militia boats, satellites, and international partners, allowing for a comprehensive maritime picture and faster decision-making. This integration enables fast, evidence-based responses, whether it's launching diplomatic protests, deploying patrols, or monitoring incidents as they unfold in real time. International partners play a vital role, offering training, conducting joint patrols, and sharing best practices for effective civilian-military cooperation, which strengthens the Philippines' capabilities. Dual-purpose boats add flexibility, fishing one day, conducting surveillance the next. This adaptability ensures resources are maximized for both livelihood and security. Imagine this. A militia boat spots illegal dredging, quickly reports it, and within minutes, the Coast Guard and Navy are mobilized and on alert, ready to respond. This is the new, dynamic defense posture: responsive, resilient, and united. With every agency and partner working in harmony, to safeguard the nation's interests. The Philippines is building a defense system where every citizen can play a part, fostering a culture of vigilance and shared responsibility for maritime security. The maritime militia is more than a strategy. It's a movement. It channels the courage of ordinary Filipinos into a collective stand for sovereignty. Each boat is a symbol of resilience, linking coastal communities to national security. Building and manning these vessels creates jobs, pride, and unity. The militia's dual-purpose design fuses livelihood with duty, making the effort sustainable and meaningful. This is not a temporary fix, but a generational commitment. The path forward is clear, full, urgent implementation of the maritime militia strategy. The time for passive endurance is over. The time for decisive collective action is now. The People's Armada must sail.